Act like you know.
Back like this, shut up, Vic.
What up, y'all? I just got in from seeing Den of Thieves 2 Pantera. I gotta say, man, I was super excited when I found out there was a sequel to this movie. I had no idea they was even doing a sequel. But Gerard Butler, O'Shea Jackson Jr. is back to the sequel to Den of Thieves 2 Pantera. And it's actually also executive produced by Curtis 50 Cent Jackson. So I was super excited about this movie. I was excited. I was so excited. Den of Thieves 1, if you haven't seen it, it's a must watch. Please go see Den of Thieves 1. It's one of the, in my opinion, one of the best heist movies I've ever seen. And if you don't pay attention, you would have never seen the ending coming. So, and actually, the movie was so good, you almost knew there had to be a sequel. There had to be a sequel. What you didn't know is that it would take 7 years to make it. And what you didn't know is that it would be horrible, terrible. I mean, Den of Thieves 2 is a complete insult to anyone who watched Den of Thieves, the original. Matter of fact, if you watch the original, I'm not going to spoil the movie for you, but if you watch the original, I'm going to say, do not watch part 2. Do not waste your money on part 2. When I tell you straight to DVD vibes, I'm talking about this movie doesn't even have streaming service vibes. This is straight to DVD. Matter of fact, I think Den of Thieves 2 might be insulting to put on Tubi. Shout out to Tubi. The movie was so all over the place. And I'm like, how can you screw this up? How can you screw up a heist movie classic? And you brought back the 2 original cast. This movie should be called O'Shea Jackson Jr., Gerard Butler Hangout. All right, because first and foremost, they can't decide if they want to be a buddy comedy heist movie or a serious heist movie. The movie touches on things that never, ever translate to anything. I'm talking about it is so all over the place. And you would think in a heist movie, the most exciting part of the movie would be the heist. You almost forget that this is a heist movie. I'm talking about this movie is so long and drawn out. When the heist happened, I was thinking it was going to be another heist. I was thinking this can't be the heist. This didn't have enough impact. It didn't have enough punch. It didn't have enough power. I like Gerard Butler. I really like him. I like most of his films. I'm not used to seeing him try to crack jokes and be funny. And then again, I didn't know this movie was supposed to be a comedy because part 1 wasn't a comedy. And it's just one of the most weirdest movies that I paid full price to see. But hey, did I say this? Shout out to Regal. I did get a cool cup, a cool free cup. Shout out to Regal and cinema in my hometown. They hooked your boy up because they know I come through and I do movie reviews. Not gonna spoil it for you. I'm not gonna spoil it for you, but this is how I feel about Den of Thieves 2 Pantera. If you are a Regal Plus member, go see it because it's in your package. If you see it on Fire Stick and you got some extra time, check it out. If you are a fan of O'Shea Jackson Jr. and you just want to see it for purposes of being a fan, check it out. Same goes for Gerard Butler. But if you want to see something well thought out, well put together with action, this is not the movie. This is not the movie. This movie is so boring to me. I don't even remember any of the other cast member. They tried to put a love triangle in there. That didn't work. It is so much about this movie to be not said. The only thing I can say is when you watch this movie, the one thing you're going to leave out of the theater and say, oh my God, the way they ended it, they're going to do a part 3. But I hope part 3 goes straight to Redbox, DVD, something, because y'all completely killed a classic. And I hope y'all are not trying to build a franchise this way, because 2 is terrible. 2 is terrible. 50 Cent, I was glad to see your name as executive producer. O'Shea Jackson Jr., I was glad to see your name as co-star. And it was so dope seeing the fact that you are your father's twin. And I was happy to see Gerard Butler back on screen. You guys have a chemistry, but this script was not put together well. It wasn't put together well. Den of Thieves 2, Pantera, I got to give you a 2. And the only reason I give you a 2 is because I got a super cool cup while I was there. Den of Thieves 2, thumbs down. And we out.
Act like you know.
Act like this, shut up, Vic.